Hello, welcome to the Daily Refresh with me, Di. Hopefully you're having a good day, and if you're joining us live here today on this stream, you've made the most of the wonderful weather outside this morning and got plenty of vitamin D. If not, if you find that you've been stuck to the desk today, you just need to move a little bit, this is exactly the right place to be. We're going to go through some movements, we're going to go some breathing, we're just going to get you prepared for what's to come for the rest of your day. Make sure we're not getting too stiff and too hunkered down with tight joints and tissues. So we're just going to get flowing here. We're going to go from the ground up and then finish with a little meditation breathing practice. So all I want you to do right now is just some big arm circles coming forward. So you can go both arms together. You want to drive your fingertips of your little fingers to the sky. And then when you cannot go any further, start to turn them around, sweeping in front of your body. We'll go slow over the top and then sweep at the bottom. Slow over the top, sweep at the bottom. You just gather a little pace on that down movement. And then we'll do the same thing going backwards. So the thumbs lead the way as far as you can go, and then you start to turn the hands out, sweep through the bottom. Thumbs lead the way, turn out when you need, sweep at the bottom. So get some good blood flow into the tissues in the upper back, through the upper traps, those muscles that get particularly tight and stale if we're sat in bad postural positions at the desk. We'll do some shrugs as well. So same kind of thing, but we'll go forwards with just the shoulders coming up to touch the bottom of your ears. 8 times, and then we'll do the same thing 8 times going backwards. You'll notice as well, I'm actually moving around a little bit here. I'm pacing. Just want to get as much movement as I can in a sensible way in this short period of time. On the computer a lot today, wrists. We're going to do a very similar thing. We're just going to turn the wrists. We're going to do some circles in towards the midline of your body. Tension in the forearms if you've been on the keyboard a lot today. And then we'll do some circles going out away from the midline of the body as well. And I'm still moving around. I'm just getting different steps, different weight shifts, changing my position, just using the space that I've got to get moving. Or just swing it off a little bit, just loosen yourself up, plant your feet into the ground now. Just swing from side to side. And we'll take it down to the floor. So if you have a pillow, cushion, you need something to pad out the ground, go ahead and do that now. When we sit for long periods of time, as we know, the hip flexors and this hip complex gets very tight very quickly. So we're going to stretch at the hip flexor. Just tuck your tail under your bottom, lean forward into that hip flexor stretch, 2 seconds, and back away. 5 times into the stretch for 2, and back away. We don't want to jam the joint together. We just want a little active squeeze of the butt and a straight line from your head to your knee. When you've done 5, we'll stay on this side and we'll add a rotation. You have the tucking of your tail, cross over your body, reach up to the sky. And when you're in that reach position, just see if you can add a little bit more rotation towards that leg. Same thing, reset 3 times, tuck, feet across, reach to the sky. How much rotation can you add to it? 3rd and final time. And we'll switch to the other side. Exactly the same thing. Set yourself up first in that 90-degree kneeling position. Tuck your tail. Lean in. 2 seconds into the stretch. Back away. 5 times on this. And now start to think of your breathing. So as you go into the stretch, into the tension, you want to breathe out. So you exhale, relax into the stretch. When you've done your 5 reps, we'll do the same thing where you feed across that front leg, reach to the sky, and see how much rotation you can add. Just 3 times. Each time you reset and retuck your pelvis. Good work. Down onto both knees. It's going to be difficult to spot on the camera, but from a quadruped kneeling position, we are going to go through scapular rotations. So just in a nice natural position to begin with, squeeze your shoulders together so it lets your chest drop to the floor. That's my north point on the compass. I'm going to take my shoulders up towards my ears. That's my east or my west. Then I'm going to come down, so I'm separating my shoulders as if I'm pushing the ground away, and then pulling down towards my butt. So think of those 4 points on the compass. You can see my body will sort of rise up and down and rock through those positions. We'll do it in reverse as well. So it's similar to what we did in the standing position, but now there's an active control. Pulling those shoulder blades down to your butt is where we're going to be. We're going to go into a cat-cow stretch. So we're going to arch that back up, tucking your chin down to your chest. And then we're going to move from the base of your spine all the way up. We're going to do this in a joint by joint way. So I want you to imagine someone has their fingers on your back and they gradually crawl in their way up your spine. Your spine is made of lots of different vertebrae. I want you to try and think about moving one vertebrae at a time all the way up to your head. Now, depending on where your limitations are, you're going to identify a tight point somewhere along your spine, maybe in your low back, in your lumbar spine, mid-back thoracic, or around the neck in your cervical spine. When you've got into your full raised extension position, go back into that arch and repeat. One joint at a time. Okay, just 10 more seconds. And then back into that quadruped position. We're going to reach through. So we're going to thread the needle from one arm under the other, taking your shoulder to the ground. Bring it back up, go the other way. Take your time with this. We're just going to get a couple, 2 reps on each side. And then we'll do the same thing, but you rock back. So you rock back to your heels and then thread underneath. Rise back up, rock back to your heels, thread underneath. Again, just get 2 on each side. Each time, return to the top. Nicely done. We'll rise out of that position. We'll come back up onto our feet. We'll go back to our arm circles in reverse, where you're going to plant one heel out in front of your body in a half stride. As you come over the top and we speed up on the way down, Just going to stick your butt back as if we sweep the ground. I don't want you to reach for the ground. We switch legs and just come through, butt goes back, chest stays up, sweep. So you want to keep a nice neutral spine all the way through, not curling into a ball, but having that good flat back position. Over the top, sweep. Sweep. Alternating legs. So 5 each way. When we've done 5, we're going to a knee hug, dropping into a semi-squat, taking a hold of your knee and shin, getting as tall as you can be. Couple of seconds, switch to the other side. And again, we'll just go 3 each. So you want to start to move from one position to the next. And it's not about how tight you can hug your knee. It's about how tall you can get first and foremost. And then we can think about driving the separation from one thigh to the other with a nice tight knee hug. When you've done 3 each side, great. We'll take a wide step out to the side, feed across that bent knee and pull on the top. So again, as much rotation as we can. Back to the middle, same the other way. Step it out, feed across that bent knee, pull at the top. Again, just 2 each side, alternating. Your butt sits back, your hand feeds across. Feels good. You get a couple of clicks in your spine, maybe a loosening up of that thoracic spine even more. Now we're just going to reach across. So I'm going to go into a forward lunge position, reach up with my fingertips and sway across. So now I'm getting in a more dynamic stretch through that hip flexor complex. Reaching up and over. Alternate sides. We go 3 on each. Supporting your own weight. Don't let that back knee touch the ground. And when you've done 3 on each side, you just pause there, take it down to the floor, reset your nervous system with a little breath work here in the last 2 minutes. So you can sit, you can lay down, whichever works for you, but just find yourself a comfortable position. It can be in a chair or laying down on your sofa as well. We're going to work on a proven breathing method that calms the nervous system down. We're going to do a 6-3-6 breathing mechanism. So we're going to draw the air in through your nose for 6 seconds, hold for 3, and then breathe out for 6. So you're all ready? Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 5, 6. In through your nose. 4, 5, 6. Hold. Out through your mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6. In like a wave, tummy fills first. Hold. 2, 3. Out through your mouth. Everything relaxes. 5, 6. Keep going with that rhythm. In for 6. Hold for 3. Out for 6. Take 5 more to 10 more breaths. Shut your eyes As you do this, take a scan down your body. So you start at your head, work your way into your neck, your shoulders. Just get a feel for your body. Is there anywhere that feels particularly tense today? You got any aches, pains, stiffness, maybe soreness from a workout? Just scan and feel for that. And when you identify a place, each time you exhale, just feel like you're exhaling those aches and pains away. Just visualize the relaxation of the tissues in that joint. Guys, thank you for joining me here today for the daily refresh. As you finish and continue with your breathing, I'll make a point again of saying it's a beautiful day outside. For those of you joining live, please take the opportunity to go out, get some good vitamin D, get some sun to boost your mood and boost your immunity. And we'll see you again tomorrow for more daily refresh. Take care.